fan, fun founder, and hip professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess to Craft Roulette. This is episode 135. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we're here every Friday night, 6:30 Central Time right now. It's in Central Daylight Time, and you are always invited to join us. We aren't going to sell anything. We're not going to teach anything. We're not going to do any step-by-step card making. We're just going to get some funny parameters, shake them all up, make some cards with a wonderful guest, and you chatterboxes are always invited to join us. Okay, let's get a few things out of the way. You guys are awesome. I tell you, I'll just say you guys are awesome. When we sent out that video earlier, and if you don't know what the video is about, it's down in the stuff. We didn't know what the outcome was. So we sent it out because we wanted to be transparent. I didn't know if I'd even be here tonight. So, didn't seem likely that I wouldn't be here, but, you just kind of have to cover your bases. But the outpouring of kindness and love that you guys gave me, I'm not going to start because it will, I will. And, so I'm really good if I have a purpose and I've got a plan and I'm on track, but if I get sideswiped by somebody being super nice, I'll fall apart. So leave it alone. Don't tell me how much you love me in the chat. You can tell me later when I can bawl my eyes out. That's just fine. That's just fine and perfect. Thank you very, very much. So every kind word was taken to heart. I do have something to tell you though. Seriously, this is serious. I did hear from one of my patrons and longtime craft client friends. You know what color? I have renal cancer. But do you know what color renal cancer's awareness ribbon is? It's orange. I can't get away from it. Is that wonderful? I think it's wonderful. So I think, a case for Orange Exhibit 7 or wherever I am on the Facebook group, if you aren't there, join us, is renal cancer's awareness ribbon is orange. So to support me, you got to be Team Orange. We're going to find out what Monica is tonight because we forgot last time. Did you enjoy the show? The Tailgate Slide Show. 153 incredible cards made by you guys. I think I say it every week. You just get better and better. How many sweaters and jackets did you find in your stash that you didn't have any idea you had? Like Monica was saying, I don't know what I'm going to do, but then she found a monster with a sweater vest. Who knew that little Frankie had a sweater vest on? So it was super, super exciting, wonderful the way you use the sweaters for backgrounds and putting them on critters and coffee cups and outer spacemen. You really took it downtown and hit it. Let's make some metaphors here. You took it downtown, top drawer, and hit it out of the park all the time while you were doing A1 things. That's a real mess. All right. I do want to give a couple shout outs to our leading lady. Patty Beck's going to have a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. We sang happy birthday to Leslie Herman on our last Zoom call. It was such a mess because there were all these different delays going on. And it was hilarious fun. But Patty Beck, we do hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. And thank you for sharing those cards that you got from our card exchange from our patron group. That was really cool. And happy birthday to Ashley Gardner down the street from where I live. I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, I'm going to cough. Oh, there goes the wheel. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to where I am, all composed. I'm here. We do want to welcome and thank our spin sponsors of October. They are Sweet November Stamps. They are run by a couple sisters, like biological sisters, and they do a good job of whimsy. And Crafter, if you are in the Ontario, California area, stop by the scrapbook thing or card making thing and say hi to Linda. She's there all weekend. And we do want to thank them for giving away gift certificates all week to the people that send in cards, like those 153 people that sent in cards last week. This week will be the last week that you can get a gift certificate for next week if you send it in this week. Can I get you confused? I'm going to try. All right. We are not sponsored by our spin sponsors. We are sponsored by the pledges and love of our patrons. We have several new people. Oh, there's nothing there, Mary. We have several new people we want to welcome. We have Stacy. I'm going to cough again. I get so choked up. We have Stacy. Thank you for joining us. We have the great Nomet from Montana, married neighbor. We have the guest crafter from Down Under, Michelle Lupton. We have Mary Brainley, and we want to thank Sharon Castor, who used to be in the red chair and now in the brown, for upgrading to another level. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate all your kind support, and I hope you are enjoying all the bonus content. We do need to make a video. It's on our to-do list of we're not just a simple patron blog. And so we also have a whole section on our craftroulette.live website just for patrons. And so we do want to make a video on all the ways you can participate as a patron, because there's a lot. And we don't expect you to do all those things, because that's more than most people can handle. But we would love it if you were able to pick a couple things that you love and enjoy them. So that's that. I did get my pictures today for Club Fun's scrapbook play date next week. So I look forward to spending the afternoon with my girlfriends right there on a Zoom call. You like my shirt? Yeah, of course you do. We do have a few merchandise pieces. If you need a little new tog for the fall or spring, if you're down under, we've got the clothes for you. You'll look so good in those Craft Roulette clothes. Yes, sir. We do want to thank Arlene DeTizio from the House of DeTizio, again, for making Mr. Mike his sleeves. What do you think about that, Mr. Mike? Yeah, he loves you, Arlene. That was his love kiss right to your brain. So anyway, that's that. Hey, we have not seen our guest from Prescott, Arizona since last June. A few things have happened since then. I haven't caught up with her very much. So I'm really excited to spend the evening with her. It is Monica Taylor from Arizona. Yay!
Hey. Hello, hello.
And you love the grunge, but you always clean up so well for the show.
Well, that's because, I'm on camera, but got my sweatpants underneath those, so.
If you were to grunge yourself up, would you put some brown walnut stain ink on your shoulders and around your jawline? Is that how you self-grunge? You could go as a grunge image or a grunge image as for Halloween.
I probably would have my inky fingers, because usually when I'm making something, I get all messy. And a few times I scratch my nose or, scratch my face.
So
and it ends up on my face.
But you could put a big poster board behind you and just stick your back onto a poster board, and you could be a living card.
I could.
Yes.
Yep.
Why haven't I done that?
And you know what? I didn't start out thinking I was a grunge crafter. I just, I try not to get too hung up on perfection. And if I have a smudge, I meant to do that. And it just kind of transformed, and I like the imperfection of it. So that's kind of how it all started. I tried cutesy cards, but that's just not my personality, and I just kind of morphed into my style. So
tell us a little bit about what you do as a crafter, because you give back to the craft community in so many ways. So what kind of things are you up to, Miss Monica?
So right now, what I have going on, I know I work full time, and I shared that with you last time. So, but I love to craft, so I have to try to find that balance. During Halloween, I've always done the 7 Days of Halloween series, and that's where I do a series of videos. And I've been doing that for almost, 8 or 9 years now. So, and 1 year I almost said I wasn't going to do it. And I got a lot of people saying, you have to do it. Come on, we love your video. So I definitely do that. And then 12 Days of Christmas I've done in the past, but I just knew I didn't have time to tape 12 videos before Christmas. And last year, my husband said, "You're going to be past Christmas and your videos are still be going," because I was still taping. So I came up with the idea to do the 12 weeks of Christmas. So I just have to stay a couple of weeks ahead versus having my whole series pre-taped. And then I came up with the idea of doing an advent calendar. So every week after every video, so this week, yesterday, and they come up on Fridays, I made a really pretty poinsettia card, but it was a very intricate die that I worked with. And I explained in my video, there's two paths to every card. You can go the easy path with the real intricate dies and whatnot, or you can go an easier path with a pre-cut die. So I try to incorporate an element, a digital, to kind of help you make the card that I've made that week. So, I'll do a giveaway as a digital download to say, okay, well, here's something for you to try this card. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So you're very helpful.
I try to be.
On your personality test, you score real high on being helpful.
Right. And, that's the thing, I'm a real big Tim Holtz fan. And for those in the chatterbox that know me, they know I'm a big Tim Holtz fan. And some of his designers makes can be very intimidating. So I try to break it down and say, you can still make beautiful items and not let those items intimidate you. So that's one of the reasons why I started doing Tim Holtz during the holidays, is because there's a lot of great items out there and people are sometimes afraid with the makes. So I try to break it down at different levels. You can get very, very fancy, or you can just kind of take the easy path, and that's okay.
Yeah. It's how many layers you want to go up.
Right.
And how much to put on each one of those layers. And then once you get that figured out, then you're set. Yeah. You're good for you, because that is something that people look at and go, I can't do that. I got nothing.
Right.
It's just all of a sudden, it doesn't magically just all fall in place on that tag or whatever. No. It's all very methodically placed. So.
Absolutely.
And if you can't break it down, you started
doing. Yeah, I think this is new since the last time we talked. I've been doing kid classes. So, so I have a really cute candy shelf kit that I'm going to be teaching a class. And it sold out within a couple of weeks. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but I put together the whole kit so that way when we go live and I'm doing the class, you have everything you need. So all you have to do is open up your box, and I let my students know you're going to need scissors, you're going to need glue. I kind of give them the things that they're going to need, but I put it together so it's not so overwhelming. Again, I'm trying to break it down to show people you can create these beautiful projects, and don't think that you can't, because you can. So I've been trying to just break it down, and I don't want to say dumb it down, because it's really not,
No.
But if you break it down, if you segment it, it's not so overwhelming, and that's what I've been trying to do. Right.
You got the basics of teaching right there.
Absolutely.
That's it.
But I
in
was
a nutshell.
I was a teacher, and not a school teacher, but in my job, I actually taught people how to do things. So, I have
you
that.
Start thinking that way.
Yeah, people learn in different ways, and if you kind of just break it down and segment it, it's not so overwhelming.
Well, before we forget, we need to know, Miss Monica, Team Orange, which, of course, remember, I do have renal cancer, and it is the awareness ribbon. Oh, isn't that awful? Or Team Purple. I'm thinking you're opting for Team Purple.
Mary, you'd be wrong.
You're my people.
I thought about this. No, listen to this. So
what?
Purple to me is a cool color. Orange to me is more of a grungy, vintage, antique color. I'm Team Orange.
Rust, because of the rust orange factor.
Yeah,
welcome. Welcome to the right side.
Are you also Team Orange?
Oh, gosh, yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, I started the whole kerfuffle. So and it is over on the history of this silly stuff is on our website. But I have been having a campaign over in our Facebook group case for orange. And
Yes.
I think we're up to exhibit 4. So.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then when I heard
Yeah.
from Barb Campbell, and she said, the awareness ribbon is even team orange. So I went, yep. See, I'm in my right. I have the right kind of problems. But anyway, we've got some crafting we want to get to, right? Because you can't wait to get to all those cards that you don't know how to make. We were just talking about that. You're a 5x7 girl. I think it's on there, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about our achievement board this week. But before we do that, you had a question.
I do have a question. What is craft roulette?
Is that craft roulette or crafty roulette?
Well, to me, it's crafty roulette. But, this is my second time here. So I have to pretend I know what I'm talking about.
You got it scored. You did it well. Thank you. Let's find out. We'll be right back. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Chatterbox. Thank you, Mr. Producer.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep. That's what we do every week, Friday night, 6:30, for some fun Friday activity. All right, so last week we did have a lot of cards, and they're just astounding. Their styles are all over the place. The way you interpret it, it's all over the place, and that's what we love to see. We did have 153 contributions last week. Look how close we are to 10,000 total submissions. Amazing stuff. I did see somebody say, we got 2 in South America. There is one from Trinidad and Tobago. So that's where that little one up north of South America is. It's actually an island. Look at you guys. All are north of Colombia. It's not, what did I say? Okay, never mind. North of somewhere, but south of me. So there's, you're all over the place. You really are. I think that's outstanding. And there's Chris down in South America by herself. Welcome to Craft Roulette, everyone. We are going to talk about our achievement board because we like to celebrate over here at Craft Roulette. We're going to welcome our first-time contributors, our 0 heroes. Those are the people that have a 0 in their ones place on all their contributions. We're going to celebrate our leading ladies. We have a new to Club 52, and we're going to show you their cards right now. There's mine. I added a crown, and I colored over the pink with some orange so Deputy Heidi wouldn't come get me. Really fun card to make. It really was. The parameters were something square. You had to have a black background plus 3 other colors. You could always use neutrals. You had to have something to do with a sweater or sweaters, jacket or jackets, and you had to do some kind of something with a marker. Now, that isn't always coloring markers. I think we got some sign markers and things like that too. So it's just a lot of fun to figure out what you're going to make, and that's what I made. We had a lovely guest who made this darling little penguin. We learned about how penguins' blood circulation works in their feet, and that there are actually fairy penguins down in Australia, because there's also Michelle Lupton in Australia, and she was the first time to our show, but not the first time to send in a card. She'd been practicing, and she did a beautiful job. She was a lot of fun. You can see all of the past episodes on our YouTube channel, but also you can go learn more about the color or all the galleries and all that over on craftroulette.live. The next part is on a timer. We're going to start with our first timers and welcome you to the show. Welcome to the show, Melissa B., also from Australia. See how she used her parameters? So clever. Just as cute as can be. Donna Cannon, who's here tonight from Georgia, sent in this cute card. Welcome. Sandy M. from California sent in this cool card. See how she used her knitted sweater little squares? That's so clever. And Rainbow Obsidian sent in her first card. And yes, I do like it. Thank you so much for sending it in. Our Zero Heroes start with Greg Hiltbrand from Colorado with his first Zero Hero achievement at 10. Love it. Megan from Queensland, Australia also has sent in 10. This is a funny breakdown. We have a bunch of 10s, 30s, and 80s. Cindy McLean from Cincinnati has sent in 10. All of them so clever. Pam F. from Ontario, Canada, 10 cards she sent in. 10 cute cards. Nicole from Denmark has sent in 10 as well. Double jackets, double sweaters. Kristen H.H. from Wisconsin has sent in 10. She's got it in the background and on her critters. Lynn Severson from Gibson City has sent in 30. No critters there. Pretty. Kathy Morris has sent in 30. She lives in Michigan. Great coloring job, Kathy. Rachel Fancy Schofield has sent in 30. She lives in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Canada. Super card. Pam from Tulsa, Oklahoma has sent in 30 straight submissions. I assume that means consecutive. Really well done, Pam. Chassid McBrayer has sent in 30 also. So different. So cool. Here's Mr. Gunn and me. Arlene Titizio, maker of the sleeves, has sent in 80. Well done, Arlene. Mary Neighbor has sent in 80 as well. She's our little nomad from Montana. Smurf Murphy has sent in 95 consecutive. She is one of our leading ladies. And she's a twin with Jackie Muller from South Australia with 95 contributions. That one had a really cute story. Kathy Herring has 99. Somebody's about to be the mug clubber. Yes, ma'am. Well done. 5K Lamone has sent in 101 cards. That's remarkable. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, who's out winning purses tonight, has sent in 111 consecutive cards. Patty Beck has sent in 129 consecutive cards, and it's her birthday tomorrow. Lisa Hunter, welcome to the new to Club 52 Club. There's nothing that you get. You don't get any special privileges, no discounts, no special lounges, no secret handshake, but we always go like this. And we know. Hey, if you are in Ontario, California, and you do see Linda Canase, just do that. She'll know where you're from. It's our secret signal. Thank you guys. You did a great, beautiful job. As always, I am totally impressed, and you make my week so much more fun by getting to see all your cute interpretations. And I love looking at your cards and going, look how they use this. Look how that. Oh, look at there. I love that color. Blah, 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 blah. It just goes on and on and on. And I really appreciate that you spent some time and joined us. All right. Shall we bring her back? Her tongue's probably hanging out because those are so good. Nope, her tongue's in her mouth. That's good. There she is. Well, pretty good, huh?
Yeah, great cards, great cards. Every time I see the real cute cards, I'm like, I gotta make that.
What do you suppose? Well, maybe we can talk about that. What makes you go grunge? What is it? Is it just too clean?
Yeah, I think it started with Tim Holtz. I mean, I know I mentioned him. He's been a huge influence on my style. And I don't know. I mean, I've always liked antiques.
Yeah.
I've been collecting antiques my whole life. Literally. I mean, I used to go to thrift stores even as a teenage girl because I would go to thrift stores and I would find clothes and I'd take them home and my mom and I would sew them and make them really nice. So she was a professional seamstress. So I still thrift today. I go to yard sales, I go to estate sales, and I just like the past. I just like recreating it. So I don't know why. I just do.
It just
You
feels
you know what
cozy
you like,
and right. Just feels right. That's all right. That's all right because you're Team Orange,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that. So, well, are you ready? Should we talk parameters?
I'm not happy with you, Mary. Those parameters look scary.
They're not. I say that, but then watch me go cold because I have not made anything, I don't think, all week. So let's take a look at those pesky parameters. Do the parameters scare you? Let's see what we got. We're going to get something out of that project. We're going to pick something out. Well, not pick. You asked. She asked before the show if she could bribe me if I if I could be bribed so that she could get what she wanted. Colors, element, and random. We are, like I said, we're not going to teach anything. We're not going to show you how to do anything, but we're going to give you 4 parameters and let you have some fun with them. Each week, we give our patrons who support our shows an opportunity to veto 3 of those parameters. That means that if we land on that parameter and it's vetoed, we spin again, and the wheel cannot make us do it. If you want to use it and it fits in the parameters that we do get, power to you. Let's do enjoy yourself. But it's definitely not off limits. But it's off limits for him to tell us we have to. So, this week, Mr. Producer, thank you, by the way, across the table from me is Mr. Producer. He does all the graphics, all the tech, all the programming, and all the coding to make this show happen. We are going to veto 4 color, red, yellow, and 1. They do not want my Chiefs to win. For element, they said, no, UK kind of bothers me. Number 18. And for random, blocks. Block the blocks. There we go. Last time, Miss Monica, you said, I'm not going to veto. What do you think this time?
And we talked about this, Mary. I really want to, but I just feel like this is a show that makes me sweat and makes me come up with something exactly, randomly. So I just can't veto. I would feel ashamed if I vetoed something. Not to say that there's any shame in it. There's absolutely not.
No,
but for me personally, I like the challenge, and I like seeing it come up and go, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And then coming up with something.
That moment when you think you're going to heave.
I know. I might need some help from the chatterboxes if I come up with something I don't even know what it is.
You guys are ready, right? You're ready for some action? All right. Well, let's warm this guy up, shall we? All the best to us.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
May the wheel be with us. Anna York has done, I think, 18 Star Wars cards in a row on top of these parameters that she's gotten. It's so clever. For a project, what shall we get? Yeah, I am Heather Wong. Spin, spin, spin.
16.
A mini slimline, not your fave. I know you like 5x. What was that?
I don't like slimline cards.
That was very emotional. Colors, you want vintage. Come on, vintage. Number 10. Bring it on. Bring it on. Ugh. It's closer to 18, yeah. Red, blue, green +1. We're going to talk about this because you can do something with that. An element, what are we going to get? Last time we had light when you were on.
Mm-hmm.
And you just made something so fast and good. Oh, we got a vetoed one, so we'll spin it again. What would you have done for UK?
I kind of like the UK. I was already thinking what I could do.
Mm-hmm. Sheets. Sheet or sheets?
All right. I'm just going to throw in the towel right here.
We've got so much to cover, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. And random. I just hate it when you... I don't want you to feel bad. Don't worry. Number 20. I think Mr. Producer likes it, though. Two-toned. Two-toned sheets. Red, blue, green. It doesn't look friendly right now, but I know you're going to do something with it, and it's going to work. Look in the chatterbox right now and see what they're saying.
Okay. Sheet of
They
paper.
are already talking about what what is going to make your day much happier. But let's talk about all these things. Okay, mini slimline.
So what are the sizes? I don't even know what a size of a mini slimline is. So what size is that?
Well, I'm going to back up just a little bit. Remember, this is an art project. We are all about the expression. If you can fit it into those definitions, that's just fine. When we talk about the colors, we do have a little bit more. We want you to follow those colors and not add to them. But you also have the Craft Roulette neutrals, which you will like. Black, gray, brown, cream, tan, and we always throw in metallics and white. But did I say that? Anyway, a mini slimline is just going to be like 6 inches tall or long and 3.5-ish inches big, wide. But remember, if you wanted to, Miss Monica, you could make that as a smaller card that you put on top of a 5x7. And you could
that's clever.
You could have it interact with each other. So think about that.
Hey.
But generally, you've got to have that mini slimline kind of thing in there.
We decided long ago that the project parameter was inclusive and not exclusive.
Yeah.
So if you're able to include it in another project, it counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I think also a mini slimline is a little bit open to about 6 to 6.5 inches, 3.5 to 3 inches, somewhere in there. So you have a little leeway. I don't come around with, and I don't think even Deputy Heidi gets out the ruler because we can't tell how big it is, but it's easy to tell it's a little bit longer and a little bit thinner.
Sure.
So yeah, that's not too hard. So are we good with that?
Well, I don't know if I'm good with it, but I won't cry. So
that's the biggie. Red, blue. Okay, now this is red, blue, green +1. So there are 3 colors there. There's not 4 because there's not enough commas for 4. So it's red and a blue, green plus 1 other color plus the neutrals, of course. So that you can go grungy colors with red. You could do a brick red.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do a patina type blue-green, like very Holtzy. And then your +1 could be an orange or a rust color or something along those lines that you like. Plus, you can always throw in a little bit of metal. Who wouldn't like that?
Yes.
Are you feeling it?
Now it's just blank right now.
I do know. I have no idea at all. There's nothing but cobwebs in my head right now. And
if you were to knock on the brain right now, it'd be hollow.
Is that a watermelon or an empty drawer? I don't know, but we're going to have to deal with that. But anyway, the colors, and then it's also like the whole color in the color wheel. So if you have a brick red, and then you go on up and you grab a little bit of a pink that is part of that still color family, you're good. It actually gives you a lot of opportunity. So you can do all sorts of things. Sheets. You just fall. I was afraid you were going to leave. I thought, she was sitting out there with her husband a little while ago, and maybe she's just going to go join him again.
Actually, someone said sheet music, which I thought was pretty clever. I saw that.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
There's sheet music, bath sheet is sheets of paper. I saw that.
Or even a torn sheet of paper, I think would work, because I tear my paper sometimes when I'm crafting. So if I could incorporate a torn sheet of craft paper onto my base, I think that would probably work. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's stretching it, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of.
Spreadsheet. You know me, Grandma Gay. I got my spreadsheets to work with. A sheet of cardstock, sheet of pattern paper, the cloth underneath a Christmas tree. That's a great idea. Sheet metal. Oh, Lynn Sanders. How clever. Cookie sheet. Oh my goodness, Lori Black. Well done. I made some little baby pillows this week, and I had some little pieces of cloth, and I just put them on my mask and said, I may end up using those. So I may end up using these. I'm not sure. Ghost wearing sheets. Yep, you can definitely do that. Vellum sheet. Vellum. Yeah, if you can figure out how to make it into sheet. I think, there's a lot there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of individuals, but I haven't brought it together yet. So, we'll have to see what I come up with, because I have no idea, honestly.
A box. If you have any crafting kind of stamps, you could make a little box with colored sheets in it. Wouldn't that for a crafty friend?
Yeah. I kind of have an idea. I have a really great stamp that looks like an old writing pad, like a sheet of paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm thinking I might do something with that. But I don't know. I'll pull it together. I mean, the first thing I wanted to think about is what stamps am I going to use? And that's kind of what came to mind.
So you can use anything with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a theme, right? I mean, there's just a bunch of random items.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your stew. You're just throwing things in the pot and hope it tastes good.
It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. But it makes for wonderful galleries, because you just go, oh man, that was a great way to twist that and to make that into an action. Yeah. So, or something that really, really worked. So I know this one's wide open, and sometimes we love that, and sometimes we wish we had that, and then other times we go, man, I could use a little more guidance here, Wheel. But the Wheel says, nope, you're on your own.
I saw someone in Chatterbox said, get out the deodorant. And I'm like, yeah, that's about time, about right now. Because I'm sweating. My palms are sweating.
You're talking about vintage clothing. When my brother was in college and I was still in high school, he loved to go shopping at vintage places. And he got this real lovely lavender lace dress, and it was from an era before they had good deodorant, and they had these yellow stains under the armpits, and my mom was like, oh, throw that away.
It's funny.
So this is definitely kind of a yellow armpit night, but that's okay. We're going to make it through.
Oh boy.
So two-tone, that's just going to be something to throw in there. We're going to find a spot where we put a little darker and a little lighter, and it's going to make sense together somehow or other. Maybe a sentiment or a little ombre kind of look, or a circle that's colored half and half or something like that. We can do something with that. Rainfalls in sheets. Excellent idea, Amy Moore. Yes, sheets. Planners have sheets, don't they? Notebooks have sheets.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Got none of that, Mary. I've got none of that.
Got none of that. So, well, the Wheel wants to stretch.
Everybody.
You told me you had your stretchy pants on, so that's going to be fine. You're going to be able to figure out how to do this. I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
But we're going to figure it out. Sheet of
We'll figure
ice.
it out.
Sheet of ice, maybe a little sculpture.
Oh, Santa's list is on a sheet of paper. Very clever, Mary. That's very good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. This is
Very, very good.
a little bed. I have that one. I have those dust bunnies, and there's a bed on it. A bed stamp. So, I actually have something I'm going to do now. I know what I'm going to do.
Of course you do. Stop bragging.
Okay, I'm still kind of fuzzy, but I'm going to see what we can come up with. Let's let
All right.
Monica have a few
Books
minutes.
have sheets.
What's that?
Books, the pages are sheets of paper.
Sheets of paper and books. That's pretty smart, Lisa Hunter. Kiss your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sheetload of cards. A sheetload of cards, Karen C. Shout out to our bud Crafty Al right there. When you do send in your cards, there is a little place to write your definition if there's something that's a little bit cryptic. So go ahead and let us know what that thing is so that we can't know. What's that?
Two-toned.
Two-tone, just to me, two-tone. Oh, somebody says toilet paper sheets. Oh, Gwen. That's true. You can stick those in, wet them, and put them in stamps and make molds out of those stamps. But anyway, two-tone to me is like two tones, a light and a dark of the same color, or a light and the dark of different
over
colors.
my head? Because I have my idea. Did the light bulb
I
come up?
wondered what that was. I
Yeah.
thought you were an angel, but no, it's an idea. It's blooming.
Yeah. I'm good.
Monica
Let's
the
go.
Angel from Touched by an Angel. Okay, well, let's get this going, and we're going to go ahead and a word from our sponsor, which I will be back Tuesday night. And with Fun University, let's get this going before we forget.
Yes.
Do you find crafting hard? Are you stuck on one of those pesky parameters? Do you feel like the wheel is watching you while you craft? We have the solution for you. Hi, I'm Mary Gunfun. While I'm busy gathering my supplies, I just wanted to tell you about my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/fununiversity. We break down the parameters and talk about them at a more in-depth level. We also pick one tricky one to concentrate on and do a deep dive into it. But that's not all. We do our mail call every week on the channel as well. So if you wanted to send me a card or a package, send it to this address and I'll share it on the show. We're live almost every Tuesday night on youtube.com/fununiversity. We also do some celebration there because we will review our last week's achievement board. That's youtube.com/FUNN University. No easy or complicated payments, no COD. Just show up and have fun. If you have too much fun, please call a friend immediately and invite them over to have fun with you. Normal postage and handling rates do apply. This ad was not paid for by anybody. We hope Mary is ready because I can't stretch this out any longer. Now back to the show. I'm back. How about that noise? All right. Yep. That's our Fun University. And we have a new way to do it, and it's really fun. We have another game over there. So if you're not tired of games, come join us. It is a lot of fun. What else do I have? I did want to show you guys something. Now, if you have been around, you know that we have a scapegoat for all things wrong in the world, mostly the internet. And her name is Eunice. And if you are a patron, you can now download Eunice as a drawing. And not only that, she has her ugly sweaters these were inspired by last week's parameters, and she has a collection of ugly sweaters that you can add onto her little self. So that's the kind of thing that you get as a patron that you don't get anywhere else. And you may be saying at this point, thank goodness. But you may not be. You may be saying, hey, I want a piece of that. And that's how you get to have some extra fun. Okay, so we're going to do, I've got mini slimline. I think it's a little fatter than usual. But don't tell Heidi. She's got a lot on her mind. But it's about right on. And then we've got blue, green, and red. So I just pulled out some paper. And I've got kind of a nice little, kind of a pretty little yellowish thing there. And sheets. And my thinking is I'm going to make a bed. And the sheet is going to pull down and you're going to be able to see something under it. And two-tone, well, I've got two tones of the blue-green. And blue-green is like the teal color. So I'm going to need a pillow. I was thinking about using this, but, that may just junk it up a little too much. So I don't think I will. But this could be my base. This could be my sheet that opens like this. This could be a pillow, like so, underneath there. And then bring in some red. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put under there yet either. We could have, I'm not sure. Yes, I did put a Bob Ross Christmas sweater in there. I did. Because it just seemed right somehow for Eunice to have a Bob Ross. Oh, by the way, patrons, if you go to craftroulette.live, on the patron extra, there is a download part on the menu now, and it has all the coloring sheets and all the card fronts and Eunice that you can download and have fun with. So there you go. That's where you can find that. Now I just have to figure out who to have in bed. That I do not know. But we could always have Tolstoy in bed. He's so little. This is such a big bed. Kerwin in bed. I'll tell you what, Roberta, do not be a mouse around our house in the yard near us. Kerwin is on about mouse number 8. He is a mess. He is a menace to the mice population. See, this is going to be really big for him. We're getting information that we've got a crafter ready. A teddy bear would be cute. All right, Monica Taylor, what's your plan?
Okay, so I always have to use my Tim Holtz stamps. So originally, Mary, when I was thinking, this is what I was going to use because it's a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
And I might still use it. I'm not sure yet, but I have an idea to create like a candy jar and use this as my sheet of paper. So
I had thought of a guest receipt like that. Yeah.
So that I create digital images, right? So this is an old receipt that I had that I was actually trying to think of what my next video was going to be on my 12 weeks of Christmas. So I guess I'll do that card today instead of doing it as a video because it works.
Perfect.
Look at the colors here, reds and greens, which is perfect.
Blue green, yeah.
And then here's a blue mason jar.
Very good. Oh yeah.
So I think I just have to figure out my slimline card.
That's kind of the tricky one, I think, because you work big.
There we go. So that's where we're going to go. All right. So that's kind of where I'm leaning here. We'll see if I can pull it together.
I think you can. And I think you're kind of fast. So I'm going to keep moving forward.
All right.
I think we're on to some good stuff. This is my little sheet. Okay. So this is going to be here.
Okay. So we said a slim line is 6 by 3.5-ish. All right.
Yeah. So how are those pits now? Pretty good?
You know, getting better.
All right. All right. Good.
Getting better. I'm not crazy about the slim line. I don't do slim line cards.
I know.
But I'll stop crying.
As I recall, you have a whole list of things you don't do. But I think that's good. I do. I think that sometimes we feel like we see a technique or a fold or a project or something and we go, oh, we got to do that, or we aren't really crafters, or, all those kind of things. So yeah. I think it's a good thing for me to remember that I don't have to know everything. I couldn't. So you're a good dose of reality.
All right. So, if my mason jar fits on it, it might work. It might work.
This could be a fancy fold too, but it's not. Okay. All right. Okay. This is good. Woo! Now, why did we panic? Ooh.
Well, you came up with your idea quickly. I'm impressed.
I'm trained at this point. You just have to get on with it,
I'm not used to being bossed around by a wheel.
What is that like? I would like. I feel like my whole life is being bossed by a wheel, but I don't mind. We've got a relationship.
Yeah, but you know what? It might work out. It might work out.
It's gonna work out great. I liked your card so much last time, and you sent it to me.
I did.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
All right, so let's figure out our background here. What are my colors? Red, blue, green, +1. All right, I can work with that.
You've got this already.
I do. I don't know why I panic. I always do, but
oh, it's kind of fun.
It's nice to watch me sweat, right?
Yeah. But you really did have quite a reaction, though. I thought for a minute you might be a goner. We've never really had a runner, but thought you might be the first. But you don't seem like the type that's going to cower from.
Nah. Mm-mm. I work myself up, and usually it's for no reason at all.
I have nothing to do with that. I would never encourage you to be worked up.
Well, it's so much pressure. We've got all of the, chatterbox there looking for a good card. And what if I don't deliver? You might not ever have me back again.
Oh, that would be sad. Ruskin, you have a 4-gallon mason jar with money in it? Coins in it? Is that why there's a coin shortage? Was it you, son?
Let's see here.
Actually, how fast do you think you are? Do you consider yourself a fast card maker?
Oh, no.
No?
Not at all. Not at all. Honestly, Mary, the cards that I make here on Craft Roulette are quick ones because I have to be quick.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't consider myself a fast card maker because my cards are too intricate.
Yeah.
So
there is that.
But I can be,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't tend to be.
Okay, so what are we going to do with this little piece of bread? That could be like a blanket at the bottom. Okay, Tolstoy. You got a job tonight, buddy.
See, you've got the cutesy stamps. Very cute little mice.
I know.
I don't think I have a mouse in my arsenal.
You want my cat to get you one? He's good at it. They're not this cute, though. Mm-mm.
One of these days, I might surprise everybody.
Some people might be.
Okay, the blue-green that the wheel would like you to use is this kind of blue-green.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not blue and green. It's not blue and green. It's the one that's right in between. It's just blue-green, one color.
And I think I got it covered here. This is kind of a bluish green.
That looks good. Does that help? This is the blue-green column. It's going to be, think teal.
All right. See, I've already lost my mason jar. I'm in trouble.
Just walked off without you, didn't it?
I've already lost it. Oh, there it is.
And I just picked up a different color gray. I've got a two-tone mouse because I picked up a different color gray. And didn't mean to.
Two tones. So I've got.
That's kind of funny. I don't even want to bring in that. I'm going to leave him two-tone. Tolstoy, the two-tone mouse. We got some action there. There we go. I could use a little red on his flower. That would be pretty.
So my jar's already got some blue. I think I'm going to add a little darker blue, and that'll be my two-tone. That's my story.
Stick to it.
Uh-huh.
Stick to it. I am going to... So here's some more blue-green. Teal, turquoise, aqua. Unless you're in Canada, then it's aqua. Right? Isn't that right? I think so.
Okay, I'm bringing in the grunge here. I don't know why, but I am.
How would you make my card grungy?
I'd probably put like speckles in the background of brown. Are you gonna fussy cut your mice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if I would probably put them on circles, and then my circle would be kind of grunched up for the background. Probably something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's my emergency mouse. That was just in case I messed up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So.
Oh, very good. How are you guys? Oh, it's a jar for fermentation. How are you guys doing? All the cards are good. Blue jar is blue green. Yep.
Okay, so I've got
that is quite a jar for pickles.
Red, blue, green. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, so my candy. Yeah, so my candy got to fit in my mason jar. See, I don't even know if they fit. I was just kind of trying to come up with an idea, and that's kind of what I do for my videos, Mary. Is I have a couple taped already for the next few weeks, but then I just start thinking. So I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw these, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to do something with these? So I bought them.
Yeah.
And they've been sitting on my desk, and that's what I do. I just put it on my desk, and I just start thinking about it.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, well, what could I do? What could I make?
And it turned out that you got some help with that decision process.
And thank goodness I had this sitting on my desk because this was going to be one of my next videos.
You gotta love it.
So we're gonna get it ahead of time.
Congratulations. You know, videos can be just about anything. And I think Craft Roulette parameters make great videos. And I know that we have, and I was talking to Monica before, that we do have a process video option for you to upload a video. As long as you talk about Craft Roulette and the parameters, it's an easy way to make a process video.
Definitely. And I think a lot of people
there.
forget about stickers too for card making. You know,
Uh-huh.
I've heard people say, you know, that they don't like to use digitals because they don't feel like it's handmade because they've printed it, or they don't like to use stickers. I mean, cards don't have to just be about stamping. It's
No.
about the creativity and the process. So that's kind of what I like to do in my videos also is say, and that's why I was going to do a video with stickers, is say, you know, your cards don't have to be all stamps. They don't.
You can draw them, you can paint them, you can paste them, you can collage them.
I mean, there's no rules.
Nope, only the self-imposed.
Yeah.
And if you want to self-impose those rules, that's your deal, but it's more fun to just enjoy a little process.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, looky. His little ears are going to stick out over the blankie. And then you pull it down. There he is. Oh, cover him up. There he is.
So cute. I love it.
That's really a big bed for Tolstoy. He's going to love that, though. He's just going to love his big bed, his big boy bed.
Very cute.
You know, I may even try to make another version that's more grungy. In honor of you. I know how to grunge. I do. I just, I don't tend to.
I'm sure everybody does.
Yeah. That sounds like
some people just don't like it, though.
Some kind
I think
of.
some people think,
yeah.
you know, smudges or smears ruins the card. And I think that's why a lot of people don't embrace it.
Right.
But I think it adds to it.
You like texture.
I do. All right, so that's my candy jar. I think that's good. What do you think?
Adorable.
Okay, so should we pop it?
Oh, yeah, listen to that sigh. You sound like Boomer. Not that you sound like a dog, but sort of, because Boomer I'm not ever away from the house for very long. And Boomer didn't know what to do when I was gone quite. He did sleep a lot on the couch, but I don't think he slept well. And so when I got home Thursday night, he just snuggled right up against me, and he slept so deeply. But he has this wonderful, wonderful sigh, and he just fills up that great big dog chest of his and lets it just
Yes.
And you can just tell how relaxed that is.
Absolutely. All right. Oh, I almost forgot.
Desiree's here? Well, that's always good news. Hello, Desiree. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. Thank you for being here tonight.
Right. So.
Gotta have a little fluffy underneath a pillow. It's not very good. Soft pillow. Okie doke. Let's get this guy back on. Then we gotta put him in afterwards. Okay. So sheets. Sheets are going to be more fun than I think we thought.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to use whatever you want to with it.
Right. I mean, like I said, if you get desperate, you can always just tear up a piece of paper and edit,
Yep.
fringe it up a bit.
Here's this little. That's so cute. That's going to be so cute. In that great big bed. I wonder if I should. I don't know. Should I put some white under there so I can have. Oh no, I got glue on it. Oh! There's some grunge, inadvertent grunge.
Mary, you meant to do that.
I meant to do that. Oh, it looks so much better now. Gosh, that looks good.
That's what I say. You meant to do that.
Live, that looks so good.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, embrace the grunge. I'm going to try
Absolutely. And then you never mess up.
How white is this? I remember you saying your mom was a seamstress and she made you have the inside of when you would sew as tidy as the outside.
Yes, and I was not happy about that.
Do you think this is kind of a rebellion still?
You might be onto something here.
Maybe. Not a bad thing.
When you sew for people, right, and you're getting paid, I guess you kind of need to be perfect.
Well, there you go.
And she used to, make wedding dresses and prom dresses, and she was a very talented woman. But
like
yeah,
it.
whenever I would come, I'd be really proud of something, right? And I'd say, Mom, look what I did. She would turn it inside out and look at the inside. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I kind of stopped sharing after a while.
Well, you probably did. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
But it taught me. I mean, I sewed, through my years. I made my son's baptismal outfit. And if you've never sewed satin, it's very unforgiving.
Terrible.
Because the needle holes in the satin don't forgive. Once you sew through it, that's it. So,
they stay forever.
But he had a little bow tie, and for his baptismal outfit, it was very cute.
There we go. If I pulled down my sheets and found a mouse, I wouldn't be as happy as I hope that whoever opens this card is. Wouldn't that be? We did actually, like I said, Kerwin, our kitty cat, has been crazy bringing in mice, or not bringing them in, but bringing them to the house. And the other day there's a quilt on top of the dog bed, and it had been pulled back, and there was a squashed mouse underneath it. It was, I don't know, hadn't been very, very long. It was, and now, so that was probably the inspiration for this card. I'm still traumatized.
That's adorable.
Well, that little poor mouse wasn't all that cute. That's for darn sure. This is the little blankie at the bottom of the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just cut a little fringe.
Speaking of mice, so we have an outside room, and I guess it's an Arizona room, but it's enclosed, but it's definitely outside. And with my shop, I have all of my packing supplies and whatnot out in the room. And I had a box, and it was full of rags, and I needed the box. Actually, my husband needed the box, and he pulled out the rags, and there was a little mouse family in there. We're like,
the whole family.
The mama and 4 little babies, and I'm talking little babies. The mom scurried off the minute we pulled off the rags.
Way to go, Mom. That's a way to protect the family.
Yeah, no kidding, right? And it was winter, so we didn't want to put them out, or maybe it was summer, but it was extreme, and we didn't want to put them outside because the babies would have died. So that's a
Right.
dilemma, right? You don't want mice in your Arizona room in a box, but you don't want to
No.
put them out to die either.
No.
So my husband went to work and I came inside and went to work. And then after a while, I went back to check on them and they were all gone. The mama must have moved them.
Oh.
I was
Did they have
quite
fur?
surprised. What's that?
Did they have fur?
They were tiny, Mary. I can't imagine
Just teeny
they did.
tiny? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened to them, but they disappeared.
Oh dear. I had a cat once that loved me, Kitty Carlisle, and she one time got a mouse and put it in my boot. And I didn't know it when she did it. I assumed it was a gift. So when winter came along, I went to put my boot on and I felt something in there, something hard.
Oh boy.
And it was a little mouse that had been in there quite a while. She loved me. I knew that. She was
a little bit of
she
a
used to follow
surprise.
me to school.
Oh gosh.
She was a good kitty.
Now the big rats, I wouldn't have had a problem. Those are ugly looking.
They are.
But the little mice are cute.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
Well, I have a couple questions from some patrons. I think we better get to them because you're kind of moving right along, girl.
I am.
Well, let's see what we've got. I got to turn my sheet here. Found out that you're Team Orange. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Gwen Simmons asks, first she says, "My Monica?" So I'm wondering what's going on here. But what got you turned on to creating ATC upcycled game cards as seen on your YouTube show 13 days ago? Do you always buy old game cards to get the cards?
Okay, so yes, I do buy old games. But so I don't know if we ever talked about this, Mary. So I create junk journals.
Right.
And junk journals typically are old papers, old this, old
Sheets.
that. And actually, I have those cards. This is what she's talking about. So Trivial Pursuit. It's one of those cards. And it's the perfect size for an ATC card. Is it not? It's perfect.
It is.
So when I saw it, I thought, well, it comes in its box, comes in its own little box. So I decorated the box up.
Fun.
And now whenever I want to make ATCs, I have pre-cut paper.
Nice.
But I don't just collect Trivial Pursuit cards. I like getting old games for the money, the play money that they have, the little game cards.
Oh, sure. That's great.
It's a great variety. So yeah, I love old games, and I go to the thrift store regularly looking for old games. Absolutely.
And
so
it's already.
How did I get started with it? Yeah, I just like it. I just like it.
That's a great resource.
Yeah.
Do you ever test your trivia skills?
Yes, I do.
Good. Can you test mine?
Okay. Let's get you a trivia right here, Mary.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, TV.
Oh dear.
Let's see. I'm going to try to give you an easy one here. What M&M's color was discontinued in 1976?
Blue.
Red.
I don't know. Red. Oh, I should have known that because of the red, whatever that scare was. The red dye 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
I just panicked. That was a panic answer.
I put you on the spot.
Yeah, I asked for it. Duh. That is kind of a plain little card on its own, but then it's so cute.
It is cute. Are you going to put a little sentiment on it?
That's what I'm wondering. I should do something else. That might fill in some of that plainness. Open. Maybe I have to. Hello there.
So cute.
An arrow or something. It's pretty obvious to pull it down, don't you think? Woo!
Maybe put a little tab on it or something. I don't know.
I think it's self-evident. To me. Yeah. Just a little. Okay, here's a stamp that says just a little. And he's little. Just a little. You are such a wonderful person. Just a little. Well, just stamp it and see how it looks like. Might end up pulling some of those out too. So grunge is not just texture, right? It's kind of like layers and
color shading. You know, old. I mean, this stamp is considered grunge, so you know, it's like it's not complete. And I mean, I would consider this kind of a grunge stamp for a background. So, you know, when I think of grunge, I think of just partial, you know, something not complete, messy, dirty. I don't know. I mean, it could mean a lot. Oh, I was going to pop that. Shoot.
Lots of, as Mr. Producer said, lots of noise.
Yes. And that's what, So your question, am I a quick crafter? No, I'm usually not, because I add a lot of elements.
So with grunge, there's a lot of different techniques. Do you have a favorite?
Ooh.
Or okay, you can do top 3. I'm not going to be grumpy about it or whatever. But
yeah, you know, I like making a splattered background, like just taking the ink and spreading it and then just randomly putting it on your background, because you're always going to get something different. I think that's probably one of my favorite.
Okay.
But you know, when I mean, while I'm a grunge crafter, I would call myself more of a vintage inspired crafter that incorporates grunge.
Okay. Yeah.
So any vintage elements, you know, I love doing that.
Wonder if that would fit. Just a little smile, just a little love. Maybe his sheets should have some. Yeah, just to pull that down and say, well, then it says love just a little. But if you have that under there. Just a little love. Maybe I could put some flowers on the sheets or something. Inside.
It's so cute.
And clean. It's so clean.
All right. So I'm almost done here.
Well, I have another question. That was a good question, Gwen. Thank you. Grandma Gay's thoughtful question of the day. You knew you had to get that one. And I wish I had a little something of this, Grandma Gay. But when you come across a strip of beautiful lace, what is your first reaction? Do you want to hoard it, distress it, use it as it is, or is it, what the heck do I do with this?
Beautiful lace I would never distress. It's too perfect on its own. If I only have a small piece, I might hoard it. But if I have a lot of it, I would definitely use it. So I do incorporate lace onto my vintage cards. But if I have something just so beautiful that I might not ever have another one, I probably would hoard it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Until you have the perfect opportunity.
Yes.
And those do come up.
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
When you want to make just a special card. I almost cut the top of that off, but not quite. Yep,
Okay,
I'm thinking, that makes me think this could use just a little bit of lace right there. That would be really pretty, like a sheet folded back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't decide if I want to put my 15 cents on my jar or not, though. It kind of covers up my candy.
Well, it does that. Could you do it on vellum so that you could see through it?
Well, I could if I had vellum.
Well, that would be kind of important. Parchment paper?
Yeah, let me think about this for just a second. Come up with something. Or if I had a smaller, let me see what I got.
I don't know. I know I have some lace somewhere. Wonder where.
Wonder if I can do. That's not too intrusive.
Mm-hmm. I could use just a little of this fabric too, so it looks like a sheet.
Oh yeah. I think this isn't too intrusive. I might use this. It says 2 for
It would be more
25 cents.
distressed. It's a stringy little thing.
Like a little ruffle. That's cute.
Yeah. Well, let's try that. I do have some. Don't know if these scissors will cut material. Not too well. But well enough. There's not going to be a seam on here. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. I am not going to sew a seam. Oh, sheets. Sheet load of cards. Okay. Let's see how that works.
Got people in the charter box saying, "Don't do it, don't do it." Don't cover the candy. So I'll put it up here.
The candy is really pretty.
2 for 25. So I'll put my label on the top. Probably not practical because when the lid gets open, but that's all right.
Is the lid open? Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Could you dangle it on a? Could you dangle it on a tag?
I could, but I've already glued it down.
Oh well, then heck, that kind of makes that decision done.
Yeah. In real life, it probably wouldn't be practical to have that there, but
maybe it's a safety seal.
That's true. It could be. Oh, that's true.
Can't be too careful.
All right. So
I'm grunging it up with texture.
I'm done.
With just a little. Okay. All right. Well, mine will be a little bit more done here probably on Monday. But I am going to add this. And I'm going to put some little hearts in here. Mm-hmm. Probably blue-green. Oh. And Tolstoy will have a little bed to sleep in, safe from Kerwin. And so you've got this little card, and it's going to say, just a little love, which goes with the little mouse. I've got sheets right here. It's a mini slimline. I've got red, blue-green, and a creamy yellow. I've got sheets and two-tone. I have a two-tone mouse. I use 2 different colors of gray. So there's, and I also have the darker blue-green and the lighter blue-green. So, yeah,
very
and
cute.
This would work too. Yeah, Mr. Producer says that's 2 tones too. So, yep, we're covered with 2 tones.
Very good.
So I think it'll. I think those need a little bit of help. So I'm not going to put them on right now. But Monica, if you could hold up your card and so we can see, enjoy it. It's beautiful. Explain how you fit in those parameters.
Okay, so I've got a mini slimline. It's my card. Red is my candy, and green is my candy. Well, I guess it's not green. Green is my +1. How's that?
Yep.
The jar is blue-green. So the
Mhm.
outside of the jar, the mason jar. Let's see, what else do I have? My sheet is my sheet of paper in the background. I stamped a sheet of paper.
I like it.
And then the two tones is the blue. So I have the lighter blue and the darker blue here. And that's it.
You did well. You want to see Tolstoy one more time?
Yes.
Hello, Monica. You did a good job. Last
cute.
week I could have put a little sweater on him.
Yeah.
But
Now I
not
wouldn't
this
call this. I would call this kind of a cutesy card because
week. It is.
it's darn cute. I have to say.
Not just cute, it's darn cute.
But it's not my normal grunge. But I did incorporate some of my grunge. So for those out there, I saw in the Chatterbox, some people say they don't do grunge. Well, I did kind of grunge it up, right? I mean, I added my distress around the edges. I distressed part of the jar. I don't know if you can see it, but you've got some brown sort of on the jar a little bit. But for the most part, it's not my typical grungy card, but I did incorporate my style into it.
Yeah. It's hard not to have your style in there.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't feel right usually. So
I would feel like I didn't show up if I didn't come up with use my style.
And we like that about you. Who made that card? Did I make that card? I don't remember making that card. That doesn't look like my card. Yep. Where were you on the night of, what is October something? October 21st. I was making this card. That doesn't look like your card, ma'am.
That doesn't look like your card.
Yes. That's right. And that's right, Deputy Heidi. That is what Craft Roulette does. That's exactly right. Well, you did it already. Are you still sweating?
No, I mean, like I said,
personal.
Mary, in the beginning, I get a little bit nervous because you're forced to come up with an idea on the spot,
Right.
But I normally do. And that's what I was telling my husband. He's like, are you going to prepare? And I'm like, I panic, but then I usually come through. So.
Yep. And you sit there and go, oh my gosh, I voluntarily came here.
Yes.
Voluntarily.
Yeah. I like the challenge, Mary. I like being able to come up with ideas on the fly.
I do too. Apparently. Yeah. We're crazy enough, aren't we? Yeah. Don't trust our opinions on anything else because we're a little bit crazy.
Yes.
All right. Tell you what.
This took my idea for my next video, so I guess I have to come up with another idea for my next video.
You could do it in clean colors. Try it in a different style.
I could, yeah. I probably will still do a video and just make it bigger because slimline isn't really my thing. But it'll work.
Yep, that's a video right there. How to make slimline into a regular size that you like, 5x7.
Yeah,
it fits. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go and tell everybody how they can play because they're going to want to use these crazy parameters and make a card and join us this weekend so that they will have the opportunity to be able to win the last week of our giveaways from Sweet November Stamps and iCrafter. We're going to talk about a few other things and we'll be back to you to say goodnight. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, sweetie. You did great. Yep, you're going to want to play along, aren't ya? We're going to break 10,000 cards this week. You want to be a part of that show, don't you? I think that's exciting. You're going to want to complete a card using those 4 parameters: mini, slimline, red, blue, green, and one other color, plus the Craft Roulette neutrals. Include something that has to do with sheet or sheets and two-tone. If you want to see how we did it, just roll back and see the ways that we did it. If you want to see some other great ideas, scroll back to the Chatterbox when we went spinning for those parameters. They just do a great job. And then you have till Sunday night at midnight to submit it on craftroulette.live. There's a form, just fill it all out. It'll go in automatically. Look for the confetti and you'll know that it went through. If you want more time, become a patron, and you'll have till Thursday night at midnight. We have some great guests coming up. Looky there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Are we going to have more fun on every Friday night? We have Roulette Bloom next week for the first time on the wheel. Amanda Stevens will be joining us along with Charlene Madrid, Crafty Al, and Karis Young to wrap up November. I think that's about the end of November. So that'll be here. Join us. You just never know what's going to happen. We can talk about all sorts of things like sweaty armpits, being nervous, all sorts of things that will enlighten your day. Yes. We do want to thank our patrons. Look at those beautiful, beautiful people. We do, we need you. Let's just face it. We need your support, and we really appreciate it. We do have a lot of bonus content. And like I said, we're going to make a video sooner than later about all the different places so you can find all the goodies. If you want more information, it's down in the description below, but look for patreon.com/marygunfun, and you will find all the levels and all the benefits that go along with each one. I know Patty Beck, we have a card exchange for the patrons. She showed all the birthday cards she got this month, and it was so fun. And it was all from our patrons to each other, and it's very cool. We have a Zoom call coming up in December that will be a lot of fun. And the other thing, the curated galleries. You can see that even if you're not a patron. If you go to Associates, I think it's under Associates on craftroulette.live, and you can see curated galleries. They're really good. You can't make them if you're not a patron, but you can enjoy them. And like Christina Brome has one on gnomes and Santas. So if you're looking for some great Christmas card ideas, she uses a lot of dies, and you want to see that kind of thing, go visit. It's fun. All right. Thank you all. Really, really appreciate you. Talking about confetti, that does not mean that your card has just been submitted. That means it's giveaway time, and we have some wonderful things to give away. Thank you, by the way, for posting your goodie bag contents. I was so pleased to see that you got them and that you liked them. The ladies at the post office recognize those pink envelopes. They look for me, and they know me, that they know that one time they were going, what is this? Is it, because it was kind of bumpy. She's going, is that one of those fancy cards? And I was going, well, yeah, actually it is, but I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. Those pink goodie bags are full of great things that have been donated by our viewers, and I pack them in there with all sorts of good stuff. We also have a handmade card with an itty bitty gift to give away, a $30 gift certificate to Sweet November Stamps, and a $25 gift certificate to iCrafters. So sit back, and if you sent a card in last week, your name is on that board. Am I supposed to? Oh yes, please claim your prizes by using craftroulette.live's contact form. Otherwise, I lose track of them and I don't send them out. And you have 48 hours till Sunday night at midnight to claim them. So it's easy. It's easy. And if I don't forget to do it, then it's even easier. I just finished one off today. But good luck for the first official Craft Roulette goodie bag. You liked your itty bitty gift in your card, Lynn Sanders? Good. I just try to find good flat stuff to put in them. Oh, our buddy Heather Wang is going to win a goodie bag. Whee! We hope that, I would like a win for the Chiefs in tomorrow night in that bag, Heather Wang. I'm just telling you. Let's do that. 2 days. Is it Monday? Oh, tonight's Friday. I'm ready for the Chiefs tomorrow. I guess that they probably need to rest one more day. But Sunday, I would like to pack that little win in there, too. Hey, I could send you a copy of my picture of me and Patrick Mahomes. Are we going to be silly or are we going to do this? Let's give something away. How about another goodie bag? Pack it in. Pack it in. Here comes Patrick. He's right here. I got it today. And I got 2 and I didn't know why. I think I was going to use it for a Christmas card for my children. They're so lucky. This needs to be in the United States. Megan. Let me know, Megan. I can't remember if you are local, but let me know. We'll figure it out. And now, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. Our original prize. Been giving these away for 134 weeks. 5 weeks? This will be the 135th week. That's a lot of handmade cards with an itty-bitty gift. This can go anywhere. But it looks like it's going to be pretty close. Vanessa Buzzard. Cool. Let me know. Let me know. I don't send them out without your address, of course. So, how about the Sweet November stamp? Gift certificates for $30. I really have a picture with Cutie Patrick. However, he was a large cardboard cutout. I was standing in line at the bank and I asked the lady in line with me to take my picture. They'll probably arrest me soon. Tamra A. Ooh, you're going to want to make sure you contact me, Tamra A, and I can get that to you. Congratulations. And for the iCrafter $25 gift certificate. Oh, it's already spinning. Let's see if I can find Patrick. He's in here somewhere. There he is. Patrick. My Patrick. Are you here tonight, Tamara? Kay Wearer! And you know, to qualify for these giveaways, all you have to do is send in a card this weekend if you're not a patron, and by Thursday night if you are a patron. And your name will be on the board next week, and you may win one of these little old prizes. So, yes, here's my picture with Patrick. He's holding a Craft Roulette buck, and yes, you can see the Craft Roulette wheel in the background. He's all in for Craft Roulette. I had nothing to do with altering that picture. Much. It's a cutout, and I've been thinking of having my picture taken with him for quite a while. Let's bring Monica back in and see if she knows who Patrick is. Trivia Pursuit. Who is Patrick Mahomes?
We love Patrick.
ATC card. How about, do you ever use like baseball cards or anything like that for your...
No.
Those would work
too. Unless I could find them at the thrift store. I mean, it's all about the hunt and what you find.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing to have too. So, Second time around, what do you think? Easier?
You know, it starts out rough.
Yeah.
But we always pull it off, Mary.
We do. I'm a little concerned. Mine's kind of goofy looking, but it's okay.
I like yours, the little mouse.
I'm not sure how to make it not be quite so goofy. I think it's the size. If I had made the bed smaller and then figured it out, but that would lose some of its charm too. So, You know what? It's a card. It's not going to make any world difference. It's fine. We had fun.
Yeah.
It hit the parameters, so I don't have to worry about Deputy Heidi or the chief of police over there. Did you know he voted himself into a lifelong position as the chief of police of Craft Roulette? He did.
Wow.
He did it last week when Deputy Heidi wasn't here. Well, I didn't raise
Mary,
no dummy.
It's a cushy government job.
I didn't cry, and I didn't cry, and I didn't run off. So I call it a success.
That's a win-win situation, and I didn't cry either, so that's good too. We had a good night, Monica.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. It was
Thank
good.
You for having
Don't
me
you
back.
think so? Yeah. All right. Make sure you check out Monica's shows, her YouTube channel. Join her. She on her Sunday lives, or you'll see a lot of our friends over there already. And so you might as well join in and have some fun. You know, she's a great gal to hang out with and craft. And if you're really taking notes and paying attention, you'll become quite a good grunger in your own right as well. So if we do ever get grunge on the wheel, you'll be ready.
All right.
Shall we?
And Mary,
Yeah.
Can I remind them that I'm doing that 12 weeks of Christmas? And don't forget to click on the links for their freebies for the Advent calendar.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I want to look into that too. So let us go ahead and apply the affection to our brain that we need on a Friday night.
I need a lot tonight.
Woo! Oh, you're a doubleheader. Yeah, I like it.
I am.
I like your style. And one for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you are watching the repeat, please tell us in the comments. Make sure you leave those thumbs up if you think it's a good show. Mr. Producer, well done. Monica, awesome job. To all, a happy and beautiful good night. We'll see you Tuesday on Fun University next week on Craft Roulette. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.